Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Haft here. I have a special treat for you. This is the Ringling Brewing Company. It was the Ringling Mansion. Yeah, this is an amazing structure. I'm gonna go around the outside first, and I talked to the owners, and they're gonna give me a private tour because they got an awesome place here. They sell beer, they brew beer. They have a Sunday brunch today. You're looking for a destination, and then like I was saying, they do tours and stuff too. So film this place. This is downtown Baraboo. Nice glass block windows and stuff on the sides. This place has a lot of really cool stuff inside. You know, you're gonna be blown away. A lot of history here. There's like 150 years of history. I'm hoping I can get around this. There's like a wall here, but there's a cutout. Sweet, I can go around here. Looks like they had some windows at one time. They've been removed. It's all brick and concrete, well built. They actually have like a beer garden here, which is really cool. And the front of this is really awesome. This is a side kind of. See, it's poured concrete down there, and Ringling Brewery Company. Those are awesome stones. I don't know if that's the type of material. Is that like red granite? I'm thinking maybe, possibly. All the really intricate leaded glass windows and stained glass, and this is a huge porch here, overhang with all stones and stuff, and marble pillars, it looks like, wrought iron. Yeah, it's a really cool place, man. They got another big porch in front here. See that? There's the front of the building. Like I was saying, hang on folks, because we're gonna go inside, and they got a lot of cool stuff in here. It's a huge smokestack there. And in the front of the building. And it's this Ringling Mansion Inn and Brewery. Oh, I don't know if they rent rooms or not. We'll find out though. It's more marble pillars. Look at those eaves troughs on there. It's pretty cool. They have these little holes for the water to drain out on there. We got, like, I believe these look like marble steps. Nice heavy duty steel. See, they got some beautiful, the transom above there, leaded glass, it looks like. Beautiful oak solid door. Looks like they're doing some work with the ceiling here. On the floor, you can see is showing a little bit of age, but you know, it's nice stuff in it. They got some chairs and stuff, and yeah, it was a well-built building, and they spent a lot of money on it. Well, they said it was $100,000 when this was built. They said that the materials now would cost like $3.5 million. Times have changed. It's kind of cool. They have a brew pub in here too. love these windows, man. They are ornate. That is awesome. Okay, now we're gonna go inside, check out all the antiques and all the history, and then they're gonna give us a tour. These are their hours here if you want to come here and, you know, patronize the place. You can look at these handles on here. Okay, coming in, there's like an old hall tree, an old brass coat rack. It's kind of cool they have a wagon because this is all related to the Ringling Leather Circus. That's kind of cool. I don't know if that's solid gold or not, but either way, it's pretty cool. Hi.
How are you?
Good. I guess this is Ale Ringling, huh?
Yes, that's Ale.
You like this beer too?
Yes.
They have some nice, it's like statues up on the wall. I don't know if you know what a Donaker is, but I guess it's a restroom in a certain different language.
Al's dad was German.
Oh, he was, huh?
His mother was French. They were born in Europe.
Yeah, this picture here, this is like, they must have had the circus over in Europe somewhere.
So, one of the brothers is Charles, and his son became an opera singer, and this is the opera.
Oh,
he was in.
the opera. Okay. They have their brunch buffet today, so if you get a chance, come in on Sunday, check that out.
Yeah.
I thought this was kind of cool, this,
If you go inside,
that
the
old-
light will turn on if you close the door. It's
this
not
old
locked.
phone booth, and it's interesting because it says the bell system on it and that. And how many people can you get in the phone booth? That was a big thing. And there goes the light. Yeah, that is hardwood.
For sure.
Thank you.
Yes, enjoy.
So what is your name?
I'm Ann, and I'm the tour guide here. If you
Okay.
ever want to take the tour, it's 1 hour. It's $20 for adults, $18 if you're 62 or older. And if you buy a mansion ticket, you can get a pint of beer for $3 plus tax. You are allowed to take it on the tour.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
They have a kitchen here, and they have some different stuff down here in their case. And this talks about the tours they have for it. There's an old grandfather clock. There's an old message. Grab a beer and please come tour my spectacular home. Effen's your beer. There's a Ferdinand. Amazing all about it. The German immigrants were involved with. They got some old Steins here, and then they sell some of their beer here that they brew and stuff like that.
Really where it's like incredible is when we do these beer events. Like Delta Tap, we did one in the
It's an
Alliance
old-
Energy
the old
Center,
back one.
where it was just called Beer and Cheese Festival. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was amazing. Like, well, I'll show you some pictures. But yeah, just the amount of like cheese and beer that I get to consume for free. You know, sometimes there's literally like 300 breweries, you know, so we did, or distilleries or wineries, so we just get to walk around and partake.
I want to introduce you to.
Oh, thank you. Hello, I'm Joshua. I'm the bartender at night. I am a apprenticeship brewmaster during the mornings, and then I do sales and marketing in the surrounding regions on my days off.
He is one of the best bartenders I've seen in a while. He's got some great card tricks that he does, and he's very sociable with the customers and stuff.
I appreciate
And thank you.
Thank you, Jay.
And we're gonna continue our tour. They got a really cool brass rail down here in the bar, which has really a real awesome floor.
The original bowling alley
You s-
from the basement. They pulled it out.
So what is your name?
Mark Nathan.
What were you saying about the bar top, Mark?
In the basement, they had a bowling alley. And
Okay.
They took the lanes and put it in the bar.
So they had the bowling alley in their mansion, huh?
Down in the basement.
That's cool. Some nice old brass or beautiful brass tap setup they have there. And these are their beers that they have here. Stuff. And there's an old what does it say? B. Appleters and Son, Baraboo, Wisconsin. Some nice leaded glass on the cabinets and stuff. And they got, what does this say? Tactical arms, indoor range. They actually have the beer garden. I kind of showed you that from the outside. That was when I did the outside tour. Labor Day celebration here in Baraboo. $500 in prizes. This is kind of where they brew their beer. There's some nice stuff on top here, ornate decorations. Then they have their beer vats, the way it looks here. So where they brew their beer, and that is pretty cool up there. That's an old circus picture up on top. And they have some barrels here. I don't know if they have beer in them or not. Some old wood barrels. And an old sign from the Mirror Lake Inn. That looks old. And it says Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus. Then they have an upstairs balcony here for seating and stuff like that. Then the ceiling is really cool up on top of here. It's like cantilevered, and there's a statue up there, somebody drinking up on top. Get some nice tables in here. There's a couple dartboards. They got a nice area here to sit down and relax. They got some books over here. And this is their buffet for their lunch. This looks like an old organ. Beautiful. And then they have the Ringling Brothers, and then what's interesting is they have that hoop up there. I don't know if they have somebody that does on there, a little window coming through. Neon Ringling Brothers. And then Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus. And then they got an old Ringling Brothers sign here. That's old. Devil's Lake and Wisconsin Dells. Oh, the theater's between there. And then there's the Effinger. And there's some stuff that looks like they perform on the stage once in a while. They actually had a pie car. I don't know if they sold pie in that car or... Nice decorations on the floor.
Thank you.
All right, I'll introduce you to
Joe Colosa, co-owner of the Al Ringling Brewery and Mansion.
and how long have you been here?
We purchased the mansion in 2013. I had retired from working for the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus, where I served as the train master. Originally from Connecticut, and I moved to Baraboo to restore this building.
Great, man.
Give it life.
It looks beautiful, and it's in good hands. So you said you were going to give me a tour now of the.
Yeah, we can take you inside.
Okay.
Yeah, we can head inside the mansion. Let's
Okay,
go.
let's check it out.
This part of the building right here was added in 1948, so this is an original. The property was actually an Elks Lodge for almost 78 years.
Wow.
So it was during the Elks tenure that they added this to the back of the mansion. So, and then in 2020 we opened it up as a brewery.
Great.
So once we go through this door, we're going into the original mansion that was built in 1906. And we'll go straight through that next door there. Right here. Go right in. Once you walk in, the lights will all go on.
Wow.
So this is where Al and Lou Ringling lived. Al was the eldest of the 7 Ringling brothers. And him and his wife Lou built this house. Construction began in 1905, completed in 1906. And they spent $100,000 on this house when your average house cost about $2,000.
Wow.
So it's a steel framed home. It's very strong. It's covered in Lake Superior sandstone, which is no longer quarried.
That's sandstone.
Yep.
I didn't know if it was
Yeah.
red granite or not. That's a big
I
table.
wish it was granite because it would be a little more durable
Yeah.
and longevity wise. But the sandstone is actually doing pretty well. So this was the dining room. This is
nice
where the
hardwood
Ringling's
floors.
done. Yeah, original floors. The ceiling is real gold. That's a 24 karat gold leaf ceiling.
No kidding.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Tiffany windows, original to the house. Yeah. All the walls are hand painted.
It's awesome. This looks like it had pocket door at one time, huh?
It did, yep. A lot of this room during the Elks time got gutted and they made it into a bar.
No kidding.
So we've spent about $50,000 on that one room trying to put it back into a dining room.
The ceiling in here looks awesome too.
That's all gold leafing that I did. So that's all my work.
Great.
So
And the pillars and that.
we've spent about $2 million on this property since we purchased it in restoring it.
Wow.
So, Al Ringling's office and library.
Well, folks, you've got to take this tour because I can only cover so much. What a beautiful telescope, huh?
Yeah, that belonged to the Ringling family. It's from the
Is that a
1600s.
steam engine?
It is.
That thing is old.
It's
I
an
had
operating
one.
steam engine.
I had one when I was a kid, and that one, is quite a bit older.
Sure.
I'm 65, and that. This is like a fireplace here, huh?
Yeah, there's 7 fireplaces in the
Seven
house.
fireplaces.
7 fireplaces, 14 chandeliers, and 67 original leaded glass windows.
Oh my God!
And then 10 bedrooms, 12 bathrooms.
Wow.
There's 3 floors.
Was this the Ringling family here?
It is, yeah, that's the famous Ringling family portrait. All 7 brothers in that photo, their mom, their dad, and sister Ida.
They had just one daughter, huh?
1 daughter.
It's beautiful
who is
chandelier.
Majorly protected by her
You can't
brothers.
see these from the street, but you can see them from in here. They're beautiful. These
All Nouveau.
Art Nouveau.
Yeah.
That was the era.
Yep, yep.
Oh, wow.
And then the ladies' parlor. This is where Mrs. Ringling would have done her entertaining.
It's a nice piano. Is that a special kind or?
It's a Kanabi. It's a square grand. Today they're pretty rare. Also belong to the Ringling family.
Yeah, amazing.
About 75% of what's in the mansion on our tour belong to one of the 7 brothers of their sister. Whether it's
That's
furniture, artwork, tchotchke stuff.
One of those old coaches. It's amazing. The wood even on there. It's like it's almost like tiger oak.
Yeah, that's actually a what they call burled walnut.
Oh,
Yeah.
and
L.T.
it's a
Ringling's
nice statue.
grandfather clock.
How old do you think that is?
It's from the turn of the last century, so
That thing
just
is
after
cool.
1900.
What's interesting is the face on top.
Isn't that beautiful? Yeah.
It's unique, yeah.
And then here's
An
Al
old
Ringling's-
wood telephone.
Yeah.
That's-
Al Ringling's phone number when he lived here was 35.
No kidding.
That's it. Yep. And that's where the original phone was, but that's from the period, but not their original phone.
Yeah, I just went to. You ever heard of the Hearthstone up in Appleton?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the place that had the first house that had electricity in
Oh,
Wisconsin,
wow.
in the United States, actually.
Wow. Amazing.
At one time, there was so much money. There's an old billiard rack.
That's
cool.
all Ringling. Even the table was Henry Ringling's.
Is that
the kindness of the
is that a
Ringling family.
Brunswick or
What's that?
is that a Brunswick table or
It is. Yep.
some old guns in here and
Yeah, those were Henry Ringling's.
Umbrella.
guns. Yeah.
an old thing down like a wagon.
Yeah, we have. That's one of my passions. Is
That
miniature
one's
circus.
really cool. That thing's really old.
All made out of metal. Yep.
He said this is a Brunswick table,
It is. Yep, from the 1890s.
and that's awesome. They make high quality stuff. What would you call that? That's
That's a cabinet that belonged to P.T. Barnum.
oh,
These 3 pieces belong to Barnum.
that's cool. The carving on it. Mm-hmm. A golden horse.
Orpheus.
Ringling Mansion under construction, 1905, 1906. You can see them up there. They're taking a break on that top level there.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Tiffany chandelier.
Oh, that's Tiffany chandelier, huh?
Yep.
Wow,
Original to the house.
that's fantastic.
Hand painted mural all the way around the room of the
And-
Dutch countryside.
And painted mural. Got some artifacts and stuff in here, and some beautiful glassware and stuff. That's interesting. That old those
the
are
elephant piece.
elephant
Yeah, we have
piece.
quite an elephant collection from Mr. Ed's Elephant Museum that's in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania.
It's cool.
Great candy store there too.
Yeah,
You like to go upstairs too?
sure.
Come on up.
A grand staircase.
Isn't this lovely?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Beautiful conservatory out here.
There's a nice, looks like a light. Wow. All beautiful leaded glass windows again. These are Tiffany too, huh?
These ones are Chicago glass. We
Oh,
have some
Chicago?
Chicago glass as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
In the summer, this room is full of plants. Great place to sit.
awesome. Do you live here? Or?
I do. I live up on the third floor. There's an apartment here.
Great.
We'll head up the stairs. And,
Interesting, that picture there. Is that anybody?
well, there's a photograph of Mrs. Ringling riding on a horse in a similar outfit on the circus grounds, and because of that, we really like this painting.
Yeah, it's old.
First room is Al Ringling's bedroom, and these rooms, Al and Lou Ringling's bedrooms, are available for bed and breakfast. You can stay overnight with us also.
Wow, you can actually rent this
Yes, yep.
This is
On
amazing.
Airbnb, yep, the rooms are available.
on Airbnb underneath the El Ringling Brewery. Or
Yep, yep.
that's El Ringling.
That
again,
is
isn't
Al
it?
Ringling there, yeah.
That's awesome. For mature individuals, because there's a lot of expensive stuff in here you don't want to break.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Then we'll go through the wardrobes.
Some old boxes.
Yeah, those are Ringling trunks. Those are from the Ringling family. And then this is Mrs. Ringling's bedroom. And this room's available.
Oh,
as
they
well.
didn't sleep together? Or?
Well, they probably did. The reason they had separate rooms back then, especially the wealthy, is they used to change clothes 4 to 5 times a day.
No
And
kidding.
then, Al would have had a male servant, Lou would have had a female servant. So they basically were dressing rooms.
Yeah, and actually too, nowadays, now that I'm older, I mean, if somebody's working days, somebody's working nights and stuff,
Sure.
I can see why people, and if they snore a lot or whatever,
Sure,
that
yeah.
you would, there's another fireplace, you would want to have that extra room. If they want to, meet and cuddle, then they'll have to go to a different room,
That's right.
or the same room, I should
Check
say.
out the bathtub. Bathtub's original tile. Most of the tiles are original.
Look at that bathtub. That thing is heavy duty. I bet you that's cast iron, huh?
It actually is solid china.
Solid china.
They're solid china. Yeah.
It's it almost looks like silver plated.
It's nickel silver. Yeah.
Nickel silver.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome little tile on the floor, and
Bedroom set in here is her original bedroom set.
they continue with that looks like Shirley Temple almost.
Kind of, yeah.
Some nice figurines. That must be her there. Huh?
That is Mrs. Ringling. Yeah.
Mrs. Ringling.
What's really neat, Jay, is she was a snake charmer in the circus. That's a photo of her with the snake.
Oh my
over
God.
her shoulders.
Hopefully they took the teeth out of it.
Yeah.
The snakes. There's some old bottles,
Yeah.
old radiators,
Yeah.
an old elephant from.
Then there's a couple other rooms that were guest rooms.
This is spectacular too. This is
That's a piece that came out of a mansion in Chicago, not a Ringling piece, but it's a big, heavy bronze piece.
it's still beautiful. Nice mirror and stuff in there. We got
That's
another,
Charles Ringling's grandfather clock.
and it has an interesting face on it too.
Uh-huh.
It's different than the other one.
Original Ringling posters from 1912.
Awesome. Nice clock.
And then I wanted to take you down, if it was all right with you, and show you our giant miniature circus that we're
I'd
putting
love
on.
to see it.
Yeah.
I'll check out this one more room
Yeah,
here.
go ahead.
It's kind of a fancy type of, what's that, they call that a hall tree or
Yeah.
another fireplace in here, and
Yeah. Yeah, this is, we call the green room. So right now we're changing bedroom sets in here, so you'll have to forgive us.
no, that's all right. That's a Singer sewing machine.
Yeah, and it's a Ringling sewing machine. What's really neat is all their stuff is still in the drawers. just left the way it was.
It was a family one.
The Ringling family's been very kind to us, very supportive.
Oh, they're still around?
Yes, they're not, the Ringling brothers are long gone, but their relatives are still around, yes. Be grandchildren.
When did they actually
great-grandchildren.
start that circus?
In 1884, here in
Wow.
Baraboo.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, Baraboo is such a cool town. I mean, there's so many things to do. You
A lot of
know,
history, yeah.
yeah, with Devil's Lake and you know, with the surrounding the hills, it's almost like you're in Colorado or
Yeah.
Alaska.
Yeah, it reminds me actually of my home too, Connecticut. I mean, obviously it's not the ocean, we don't have the ocean here, but
Because I'm
geography reminds me of Connecticut.
from Beaver Dam, and it's all we're almost like flatland, like going on.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It
We'll head through this direction. Yeah. Show you our circus.
sounds good.
We got a new banquet room we're building.
Is that a circus hat or a military?
Yeah, actually, so that is a costume. The circus posters I showed you upstairs from 1912, that's a costume from that show.
Great. That was cool.
Come on through. If you wouldn't mind closing that behind you.
It's an organ there, right?
It is, yep. Yeah, I can play with it for you after too.
That is awesome.
You take it down to the circus.
Nice.
The floor again.
On through, straight ahead. I'll let you go first. Just
Smells
watch
like
the
paint.
stairs there. Yeah, we got construction going on here still. Yeah.
He's working on
This is
Saturday.
Dennis. Yeah, Dennis is doing work.
How you doing, Dennis?
We're doing a YouTube video. So.
Glad to meet you, Dennis.
Your name?
Jay.
Jay.
Jay. Pleasure.
So yeah, so here's the giant diorama we're putting up, giant circus.
Hula Girls, Wild Man. That's awesome. And then you got a circus tent, huh?
Yeah, that's just the menagerie tent. The big top is next.
These are camels, huh?
Yep.
Camels, giraffes, and elephants.
Yep, all hand carved by William Dickey. He started working on this circus in 1917.
Wow.
And there's 63, watch your step here. There's 63,000 hand carved parts.
Okay.
The big top is 24 feet long.
Oh, the tent?
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah. All the people are hand carved, all the horses hand carved with real leather harnesses.
Wow.
So I've been working on putting all the tents up.
That's interesting. What did they have inside here before? Or?
Oh, this was all built just for this.
Oh, okay.
This room prior used to be a 6-lane bowling alley that the Elks put in.
Wow.
So, but the bowling alley had run its course and was getting pretty old. So we decided to,
This is like a bar, huh?
yeah, put in a bar. We're gonna have events down here.
Yeah, you can rent this out for
Yeah.
parties and stuff. And
Yeah, on the shelving there'll be another model circus that'll go there, a model of the Ringling Brothers circus train. That's what Dennis is working on today. And these are the train cars for this
these
circus.
are the beams that support the place, huh?
Yeah.
Those
yeah,
are huge
steel.
up there.
Yep.
That's made out of steel, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
They're solid almost, aren't they?
Yeah, as we've done work on the building, we had an engineering firm came in and they said that this building is so solid you could park 18-wheelers up there and you wouldn't have to worry about anything.
That's great. It's interesting they got these big cars down
Big train
here.
cars, yeah, that's for this circus.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. So that's about it, Jay.
Okay. Want to thank you, for the opportunity to film your
Thank
building.
you, too.
And if you want, like I said, they have a bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
They have a bar here. They sell beer. They have food. They have Sunday brunch. So if you get a chance, come on up here to Baraboo. Check out. There's a lot of stuff to do here.
Al
but make
Ringling
sure,
Brewing Company.
but make sure you come to.
Al Ringling Brewing Company or Al Ringling Mansion, ringlingbrewingcompany.com.
All right. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.